Believe
Damien,
it.
you ready?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the JG Sports Network Podcast. Today we're here with Call legend himself, Damian Blackwell. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much. And I'm not really a core legend. I mean, hell, I just do this for the shit of it, in all honesty.
Everyone says you're a call legend, my man. That's definitely true. You've come up with some pretty creative ideas of your call character, which is definitely one of the coolest things I've seen personally. So, love the stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I think I really peaked with my Scorpion because, like, that shit was amazing.
Absolutely. So, I'll go ahead and ask the first question. Damien, what got you started doing call?
Well, actually, it's a real funny story because I didn't intend on joining core, but a company that used to be around, called ECW, came onto like my FYP. I was like, oh yeah, I'll see how this goes. Joined it, and like a few months later, I become their champion for like a few months, and then it all went up from there.
Mm-hmm. So, as of right now, how many call companies are you in currently?
Too many to count. I need to leave some.
I can give you another. I can give you a
I need to
contract to
leave
join another.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm the only Fed now. Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure the latest you joined, I'm pretty sure it was my company, WKW, I believe.
yeah.
Pretty sure it's the latest when you joined. But how did you meet Ren? Like, where did you guys first meet?
I'm gonna sound like such a bad friend, but I generally can't remember. I think it was like through TikTok or something.
So basically we met through TikTok, but the thing was is that I was scrolling through and I remember I saw one that said that Samoan creator, and then
Oh,
basically it showed edits, it showed the gears that he was making, the freaking Bullet Club showmanship in there, and showing like how he's a badass and all that, and I was like, bro, this dude is sick. So I followed him, and then later, down a while, I never never put in anything, like putting a text message or whatever. But then right after, I was like, you know what? I'll try, but I'm gonna say like, dude, you're freaking amazing. I love your attires and all that stuff. Next minute, we started talking, and started talking about like our favorite factions and all that stuff, which
yeah,
is
yeah,
Bullet
yeah.
Club out of the blue. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I still have the messages. Like,
yeah, same
oh,
here.
I'm gonna have to scroll though.
So I have one good
No,
question.
but right after, I was picking up. Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
So basically, right after, I remember looking at the attires that he had, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start getting some of the inspiration of the attires because of him. Next minute, like I still think the fact that thanks to him, I'm able to do like some of the attires for myself.
Well, thank you. You're too kind, really.
Yeah, but thanks to you, I'm actually doing very well with the attires.
I'll show you.
Yeah, just like how
Yeah.
he made new attire for Fastlane coming up. Which I'm looking forward to that.
I will say I do have a question for you, which is how long have you been in call
Yeah.
for? Like how long have you been doing call?
Only a year.
You're a year and you're
Really?
already
Only a
this
year?
popular.
What the
Yep.
hell?
Only a year and you're already the most
How is that?
popular person.
How
I
the
still
fuck is
try
that
to
even
get around it.
possible?
I have no idea.
What the hell?
Here's
Like
the
what?
funny thing. I also ended up doing call for a year. I can't believe that. What the fuck? We're both in common within a year. What the fuck?
That's
Oh,
insane.
Okay. Here's another one. What was like the most difficult part knowing when you started CAW? Like, were you able to like try to figure out some of the things beforehand, or was it a little difficult at first when you were making like your yourself and your attires and all that stuff?
Well, when I started core, I always knew, like in the back of my mind, I wanted this to be based off like my real ethnicity, so like Samoan and Maori.
Mm-hmm.
So like I always had that in the back of my head, like because I had the backstory. It's just the attires were shit. Like you can go back on any of my old like TikToks and all that, and they are horrid. I cringe at them to this day. But once I learned how to do the gears, it was all downhill. Because
So
like
what
in
is
all
like
honesty,
what was like one gear in particular that was your first gear that you kind of started to progress more into?
I shit. I actually don't know. I think it was when I got my first like face scan. I think that's when I started taking stuff serious. Because like my first face scan, I found that shit on CC. I found that on community creation, then went from there.
Have you made like factions in call when you started, or right after, or when you passed a couple months?
Um, Past a couple months, like once I got into the Twitter side of core, I was immediate, like no joke, like a few weeks later after I joined, I got picked up by Pacific Savages. I was part of them for like a good few months, but I've recently parted ways with them because I want to do my own
Mm.
stuff.
Right. All right. I got a question. Are you an Xbox player or a PlayStation guy?
PlayStation 5 guy.
Oh dear God.
I know.
It's like everybody
Dear
loves
God.
the PlayStation 5s now. It's like they're very expensive, but they're very good.
More than X. Well, yeah, but they are expensive, but they're definitely really good.
Sorry to say this,
Problem
but
is,
if I
the three of us.
sorry to say this, but if I had a PlayStation 5, I'd be more of a PlayStation player than Xbox player. I'm sorry. I grew up PlayStation. Xbox is just a cover up, okay? I played PlayStation 2 years ago.
Funny thing is, I started out on PC.
I actually have a current PC right now, actually, that I do editing on.
I went from PC, mobile, Xbox, PlayStation.
I currently have an Xbox myself, and I
So
still have a PC.
so here's another one. Have you ever even like decided to start like your own faction ever since being in COF for a year?
There have been thoughts. It's just like it's finding the members. That's all it is.
Mm.
I'd be happy to join.
Me too.
I'm pretty sure. I think all three of us would actually probably help out and help you enjoy your faction. To be honest, man. We could be called the
Yeah.
small bull. We could be called the small bulldozers if we want to.
Well, I mean, I'm currently working on something in my own feed, and hopefully no one's watching this that's in said feed. But starting something called Kings of Chaos with my buddy in there.
Oh,
I
seems
like
smart.
the name. That's unique. I like it.
So another question I want to ask: What's this might be hard for you to answer this, but what is your favorite character you've made in like doing your business of like making cause and stuff? What's your favorite one you like out of all of them? Favorite call you ever made ever? What would it be?
Oh. Now, there's two answers for this. There's two answers. If we're talking from 2K17 to 2K19, I had a core named Chris Annabelle based off of my Red Dead Online. Don't ask, long fucking story.
All right.
Oh,
if it's like from that era, yeah, I would definitely say my very first call. But if we're talking about like 2K22 and 2K23, obviously Damien, because that's the only one I've made that I
but
know
like,
of.
what's your favorite like? Let me rephrase the question. What's your favorite gear you've made so far for your character? I'll rephrase
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, Jesus. I've made a.
I'm gonna laugh. It was
I think I
that
got him with
fucking
this
look
one.
at
I think I got him.
You stumped me. Actually, no. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Screw you. I know.
God damn it!
No, I know what it is because I'm currently looking at said gear.
Oh,
It was when me and my buddies were doing some random ass shit, and we decided to dress up as like kid cartoon characters. Them motherfuckers gave me Peppa Pig.
Oh shit! Halloween all over again.
wait,
Oh
wait,
shit!
wait. Hold on, wait a
Peppa
fucking
Pig.
minute. But why? What in the fuck
we
are they thinking?
it's called
Oh
the
my god.
Zaza, if you know what I mean. That shit
Oh,
was.
dude.
All I hear is
But there's also another
I
one.
hope, I swear to God, I hope they weren't drinkers or something. I hope they weren't.
But there's
Oh
also another
god.
gear which I don't know if I can say on the podcast because it's probably getting taken out.
if you want to say anything,
Uh,
go ahead. It's not a PG
it's 18,
stream. It's 18 plus.
Yeah, it's
18
not a
plus. So
Okay, you could have elaborated that to me before, but I made a
My bad.
hentai gear when I was high.
no way.
If you go
yo,
to SCW
hey
Raising the
yo, wait,
State, you can see
hey
it.
yo,
That's fucking
hey yo,
lit.
wait a fucking minute.
You're in Kenny's
It's,
jurisdiction now. You're
oh fuck
speaking
you,
Ken.
asshole!
Well, no, you're
Suck a
speaking
dick.
Kevin. You're speaking Kevin Lehman's language.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he watches this
Grab.
stream. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's also probably another
Does he
gear.
actually?
He does sometimes. Sorry,
Oh
not sorry,
god.
Kevin. But I just exposed you more than
Love
I
you, buddy.
exposed it. More than I exposed the day that you said you weren't watching girls on OnlyFans.
Hey, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, what happened is that I don't know, but I'll just say it either way. We were on a call with Kevin, who may be watching this a little later on today. I don't know, but Kenny over here was talking to him, and then later it transferred to Blood over here, and he ends up exposing himself that he's watching girls on OnlyFans and all that shit.
But he didn't say they were
Bruh.
girls though.
Yeah, but in particular, it turned out that it looked like it was the other way around, and it may have been guys.
I swear, this guy. I've never said this about the guy, but poor guy looks like he got hit by a dump truck twice in the face. I'm sorry. Motherfucker looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Feel like if I touch his stomach, he goes whoop.
All right. On topic though, what was like the most? What was the idea of bringing your own company right after?
You might gonna have to elaborate on that.
Like, what had you started to decide on making your own car company?
So, it actually, well, yeah, it was all my idea. So, my buddy Brian Reyes, he had a feed called HWA, and like
Uh-huh.
he was doing shows once a month and all that. And then I said, "Hey, if you bring back HWA, I'll take full control over. I'll take over recording, segments, everything." And then he said, "Bet," and then he gave it all to me, and now I'm stressing.
Welcome to my life, buds.
Bro, I got a
Hardest
pay
part
per view
about
to plan.
hardest part about being an owner of your own show is the match card planning.
Yeah,
In
that's
my
all hell.
experience, anyways.
Oh God, yeah.
That and getting your
I still have
superstars
to
to
come
do
up.
fucking promos every week.
I still have to come up with match cards for my show tomorrow too.
I haven't been able to do my
I have,
shows.
I have a couple I'm doing tomorrow. You're debuting tomorrow, pretty much, Damien. I got a perfect opponent in mind for you. I got a good one.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Maybe if I'm feeling kind, I'll let you have an attire that isn't even supposed to be out yet. If I'm feeling kind.
Guess we'll see after the stream because I'm gonna hop on my Xbox after and get that call.
So here's another one. How many when you throughout your CAW career, how many championships have you won?
That's a good question.
Now, I'm pretty sure I have notes of this
Oh,
because
shit,
I generally can't
motherfucker came
remember all of them on my head.
This guy came prepared with a
Someone came prepared.
notebook full of titles. Oh fuck!
Oh yeah, clear. Oh yeah, clearly so.
You can tell he's a pro.
It
Keep
ain't a lot.
tabs.
It ain't a lot, but from like me only being like a year into court, like goddamn. Let's see if I can find the notes. Oh my god, I know it's here because I did it while I was sitting in the car. Here it is. So I've been a one-time HWA Undisputed World Champion currently. One-time HGW Tag Champ. One-time ECW Havoc Champion. One-time AXW World Champion. SCW Tag Team Champion. SCW Karma Champ. SCW Warzone United States Champion. And one-time APW US Champ. That's a mouthful.
That's still a
Yeah.
lot of. That's still a lot of titles in your
Seems
career
like
to hold
it.
it. That's still a lot of titles to hold in such short time.
Exactly.
If there's an award to give out, there's an award for best title reign in history. Most titles won in a single year.
Has there
Guys,
been what?
sorry to interrupt real quick, but I gotta go real quick. I gotta go because I got a family emergency now. Something just
All right.
popped up. I'll explain later. I gotta go. See you guys later.
All right.
Nice meeting you, Damon.
Well, good.
So here's another one. Have you ever decided to make like a different type of one, like a different call in general?
I have had the thought
Mm-hmm.
just like relieve of like the Damien side of things because like I have a lot of shit going on over there.
Were there other options before when you joined call? Like, did you had like your doubts or like any concerns with it in the beginning?
I think my only concern like when joining was probably like the most basic one ever, but would anyone like me? I was like, it's basic, but stressing here.
Yeah, that was the same thing with me when I started with that.
But also another one when I joined like the Twitter side, I was like, oh shit, I don't fit in. So then I started having those doubts, but and look at me now.
Yeah.
Quote unquote core legend. Yeah, mate, far from it.
Was there? But did you had like these moments of like after or getting into call that you were gonna push yourself even more every time when you had like a different attire, different move set, and all that stuff?
Yeah, I did. And I'm still doing it now. Because, like, now since I know what I'm doing, I don't really give a fuck what anyone thinks. Because, like, yeah, sure, you can call me, like, fucking whatever you want to call me. But in all honesty, you ain't gonna rip away what I've accomplished so far.
That's true.
Because, I mean, hell. Like, I had, like, this really dark period and, like, core where, like, I couldn't really give two Fs and I was just pumping out the tires.
Mhm.
But now, I'm like, I'm gonna take my time with it.
Was there moments where you've seen people like on when you do like your because you do really good editing on your stuff and putting it on TikTok and all that stuff. Has there been times where people have like like had said anything in general that you didn't like?
And I'll say no, because I don't really pay attention to that.
I've never met a single person that's ever gave that answer. I am so happy right now.
It's like, I'll, I was raised to, like, basically not give any fucks. And,
Another
like,
great answer.
if you're getting
I love
if
this
you're
guy.
getting haters, then you must be doing something right with your life and your content.
True.
I fucking love this guy. Somebody give him
I mean, it's the haters' fault that my videos are getting pushed out. So I'm like, come on.
Have you pushed? Have you pushed? Have you wanted to have like? Here's something that usually Bloodhound would ask. But how would you see yourself in the next 10 years in call?
I do always ask that question.
Now that's actually tricky because, like, I don't know what. If from 10 years time, if I'm still doing this bullshit, I'm gonna be really surprised. First of all, but I think I'll be slowed down on, like, the stuff I'm doing. Because at the moment, like, I have a lot of things going on, like, core.
Yeah. But and here's the thing, like if you do do you think what age would you think you would retire call in general?
I actually don't know. Because, like, I'm still in school, so, like, I'm still, like, young. But,
Mhm.
like, I won't really know. I think I would probably want to retire once I hit, like, a certain, like, championship. Probably, like, if in the future I get, say, I sign to COH and I win their Overdrive title. That's probably when I'm gonna, like, retire. Like, end on a high note.
Have you ever had thoughts of a protege to follow your footsteps if you retire? Like right after,
Yes,
like when you give when you have like since you gave the answer on like saying like if you win that specific championship, that's when you feel like it's your moment to retire.
yeah, I've definitely had thoughts of having a protege, but, like, I'm gonna have to take so many shit into consideration.
Ren's a good one. Never too late to start now.
That's the funny thing because I was like, if I do, sometime in the future, find out that I become a protege of.
And he did.
He gone.
He did.
Gone.
He gone.
Ren, your mic
Because I
fucking.
didn't know because I was.
Your connection cut out, Ren. Your connection just sucked your fucking dick. That's how bad it was.
All right, you
There
got
we
you
are.
hear me now?
Yep.
Finally,
Okay.
better than we could hear
Like,
Kevin
do you?
yesterday.
No, I was saying like, if in general, if I do end up like one day finding out that I'm become the protege, I'll be like, hey, fucking finding out that I did something right, that I managed to impress, and actually to be the man holding the mantle for Damian Blackwell one day.
You're already
Hmm.
HCW. You and Jack are already HCW Hall of Famers, so I think
True.
you. I don't know if you cried that night or what. Jack said you did, but I'm not sure you did.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because I didn't see it at all.
No, it's because Kenny saw that I was like this, and I was fucking in tears after that shit. So I was like, fuck.
Damn. Are you going to the store?
Yeah, I'm about to get myself fucked up again.
Send me some alcohol.
Oh
I mean,
shit!
this
Now
is
I
a.
gotta go to
I
another.
mean, this is a podcast. I can't drink alcohol.
True.
He said he was. He said he wasn't getting fucked up. He said he was getting. He was saying he was getting his dick sucked by someone.
No,
I just get.
no,
I just get.
hell.
He
No.
said he said he was going to get some Chips Ahoy and some milk because that's what we people do. We eat Oreos or Chips Ahoy and that's how we get fucked up. Thank you, kids. Now you can go to sleep soundly. So we can
Go to
get
I
fucked
sleep.
up
forgot.
on alcohol. You have any more
Then again, I'm
questions?
getting pissed on Friday. Or
Have you had like a highlight in your career? Like, have you had a few?
highlight.
Yeah, the biggest highlight of your call career.
Man, I've had like quite a few moments I hold dear to my heart. But I think the biggest one for me is when probably when I won the HWA World Title, or or the rivalry I had with my buddy Joe and Nisino that carried the company for 3 years.
No fucking way. Oh
Indeed,
shit.
I seen that motherfucker through a cell.
I love putting people through cells. It makes my career
Me too.
easier when I make theirs misery.
Okay, here's another one. What did do you have like a nickname that you go by instead of just Damian Blackwell?
Well, most of my mates call me either Damo, Nolan, Australian man. He calls me cunt all the time. But I think the big one is Damo because like everyone just knows me by that. Short and sweet.
So when you started COD, did you had a particular idea of how you wanted your COD to look like, or um how he was gonna be known by when you started, or did you come up with that right a little later down the line?
Completely freehand. I had no idea what I wanted to do with this shit. Didn't know how he's gonna look at like how he's gonna act and what moves. Like nothing.
But from telling from your point of seeing like your COD in general, you look like one of those guys that would be like a badass heel, beating the shit out of everybody. And knowing
I
from the pics
every
you take,
company I've been in, I've ever been the heel. I've only had one babyface run, and that was when I was a tag champ.
shit.
Did that last a pretty good while as face, or do you enjoy being a heel more?
Oh, heel. Well, I enjoy being a heel way more, especially when the company gives me like uncensored shit to say. Because then I just go on for the kill most of the times.
I love being a heel too. It's easier to be mean to people than have people be mean to you. Then you could always talk shit and
Yeah,
people can't say otherwise.
That's true.
yeah. It's like with the baby face, you kind of have to like support what you've said.
Yeah, that's
But if
true.
you're a heel, win or lose, people are still gonna hate you.
Haters cause you to be better, in my opinion.
Exactly.
I have people going at me like, oh, you're hated because you're a heel. Like, nah. I'm loved because I'm a heel. You're hated because you're a face.
I've once gotten a death threat.
I get those all the time.
No,
Damn, like for real, like in call, or was this like a real thing?
Who?
in court and in real life.
Oh shit!
I know how that
That
feels.
is how well I played my heel character at that time.
Damn, dude. And you doing this for a year, and then finding out you got a death threat, not just in call, but in general, real life. Man,
Yeah.
you doing it like if it's a like for a guy that would end up doing it in call for like maybe a couple years, maybe even longer. It would take them a while to try to build that up, or maybe they could like they're natural at it and then just go with it. You get it within a year.
I can hear you.
Yep.
Like shit. I haven't even gotten my first death threat yet, and I'm still pushed to be like the underdog of every goddamn company.
You don't want death threats, but believe me, if you try hard enough and you think you're good enough, then people are gonna eventually give you one. Don't say you won't, because eventually you will. It happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Because people think they're better than you, and just because they want to hurt your feelings and take things personal. Because they're fucking assholes.
Yeah, that's what it gets down the line either way, though. Has there been like a tough opponent that you've ever faced in call?
Now let me think. I've faced a lot of people. I think my toughest one that I ended up losing was in PWN Tommy Finn.
Shit.
Because I main evented against him as well. So it's either between Tommy Finn or probably my buddy Jake Briggs. 6 foot, like 3 Australian, like built man.
Shit. I think you've had more matches than I ever had in my career, and I'm barely even starting to get like booked for some matches as well.
Wish I could have been
Like
getting like that in certain companies.
like right now, I'm seeing like one I'm doing like well, I only know which titles I'm holding right now. I have 2 world championships right now, which is the one I'm holding currently in my company, and the one from MCW. Then I've held 3 US championships, 1 tag team title, and 1 trios title, and won a battle royal. Only within that time. And main evented 3 times. But 2 of those lost, and then the third one was the capture. Well, I can't say 3 now, it's 4 now.
Damn.
You could exaggerate a little bit, just to make yourself sound a little better. I do it all the time.
No, I try to figure out which ones I've had. I've tried to figure out which ones I've had because I've only had like 4 main events and that's it.
You know what you call that? You know what you call it? What I was doing? being a conceited little fuck. That's why I say you want to be the best, you have to act the best, play the part. That's what a heel is.
Yep.
At least in my opinion. Anyways, that's what I used to do. Heel's just fun. I've tried face. I can't do it.
Me neither.
It's funner when you're dishing out the pain and not taking the pain.
True.
That's why I want to
Bro, I
challenge.
don't want to.
That's why I want to challenge Damian Blackwell in an Extreme Rules match at some point in my career. If you're into
Here's
it.
here's one question. How old are you in reality?
In reality, man, I'm like very, very fucking young.
You sound like you're in
My
your
voice,
20s.
hell no. I'm a teenager.
Damn.
Wait a minute. Wait. Are you 17?
Nope.
15.
Called it.
You're 15?
That
You're
means no.
15?
No.
Oh shit. Okay. Are you like very younger than 20? Like around like early like teen years or late teen years?
Early teens. Oh, wait. The definition of teens over in New Zealand is different over there. Shit, I'm gonna have to.
The people that we were just talking about earlier, the ICW people are from New Zealand.
Are you like 14?
Yep. Dead on.
Damn, you don't sound
What?
14.
Hell no, you
It's
don't.
it's
You sound like
thanks
someone
to my genetics I have.
shit. 14 and this is damn, dude.
14 years old and is the biggest thing to happen to Call since sliced bread was invented. Or since
For
Kevin
real.
Lehman was born. I'm good either way.
But yeah, once people like figure out my age, they are shocked because A, I don't sound like it, and B, I'm more mature than half these fuckers.
A lot of people don't even act their age in Call. They just pretend.
That's true because now, like right now, we're living in uh, a world now where people can even take one little thing out of context and make it into such a big.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that, like, you can take it sometimes, but then there's people that will go way to the extreme, not understanding like one, it's just part of the call. Two, you're playing the freaking character, and three, you just gotta act how you're supposed to be. If you're a face, you know how to handle to be a face. If you're a heel, you gotta go on a different extent of being a heel.
Exactly.
And that's the one thing, like right now, like this, and not to basically sound a little nuts with it, but heels have more of a reputation than the face. Because
Exactly.
They have a lot more to lose.
when you're a heel, you push your edge to the best, highest limit that you got, and then later, once that's pushed forward, you can get into a damn match that you can possibly imagine. Like if you can even get it to like a world title, then that's where the attitude will go and the direction you pick. But for a baby face, it'll take forever to figure that out.
Uh-huh.
Like right now, I'm even looking at the fact, like, I don't know if I'm a heel at first, but I'm in heel factions. I'm going solo as a heel. and then I'm doing shit that is not even possible for a heel to do. And I even said, like, you know how, like, when people say that they have one thing that will defy them and all that stuff about
Yeah.
championships or whatever, that doesn't, like, for me, it doesn't symbolize to be a champion. Like, I can be a symbolization of being a champion or making something revolutionary and proving that everybody ain't worth. But then, on the other hand, it's just how good you play the part, which no one intends to understand when you play the most known heel in call history.
I'm a very well-known heel. And I play
No,
my
that's what I'm
job
saying though.
correctly.
Like, you can, like, if you know how to play the part, you're good. But if you don't, then that's going to be a struggle because you're going to start trying to figure out, what the hell am I going to say? How am I going to do this? And what am I going to do based
I bet
on a heel? Do I act like do I start acting more aggressive and all that shit? Like, for you guys, you both picked it out within an easy moment, which is good.
heels are like the easiest people to portray, especially if you're a bully or something. Like if you were a bully in school and you want to still stay evil, then heel's definitely your thing. Like for me, heel was easy because the promo part was fun, and it just fits if you're a
Mm-hmm.
demonic. It fits you if you're a demonic looking character.
Here was the thing, like, on promos, it was very different because I never picked out to do promos. I've always been straight to the point. But this was when I was under a different name. This wasn't under the current name I have now. But I've been pushing myself to try to build it on that guy, on that one, instead of my original persona, which was Paragon the Freak Kazarian, which was like the biggest definition. Like, when it was even optional to give out where you can make your own call, I was excited because I was like, dude, now I get to build up my own guy. I get to prove what type of moveset he got and all that, and it's good. But ever since that, people hated the fact that I had Paragon because Paragon was like on an undefeated streak in a few companies after a while. But I stopped using the name because I was like, it had a bad. Some people had said it was a bad rap, that this dude was just intimidating as fuck. Nobody wanted to even face me after the matches, which was confusing. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put up the Paragon call to retirement. That's why I stopped doing the heel after a while, because the fucking thing was is that people, like, I was super into it. Like, I was super into the heels. But I think I've destroyed so much baby faces in call that they hated the fact that they seen me with Paragon. Like, I even had thoughts of not bringing him back, or had him bring back for a while, but it was an option. So I
Well, I
don't
mean,
know if it's for you guys. I don't know what was like the options you guys had, but for me it was a little difficult for two reasons. And that was very hectic, and knowing the past of the backstory I made for him, I put a lot of effort into that one.
actually, you should.
Like, because of Paragon, I was able to release everything to the point I was able to feel who I was again, because I brought the best heel that I've ever brought in it ever since I started with him. And Blood saw how I made him. I was in shock that I was able to even remember the tattoos. I was in shock of the mask that he was known for, the edgy style that I remembered seeing. It
Not
brought
only
the
that,
original back, and I was
you brought a new family member in there.
his very own daughter, which was supposed to
Evelyn,
take the name Evelyn Kazarian. Like, I had so much build up with her when I got to her, so I was like, I haven't used the name Kazarian in a while. And he was like, what do you mean you haven't used the name Kazarian? Like, because I had before Ren, it was Paragon the Freak Kazarian. Now, I feel more comfortable with finding out I have him back, and I'm gonna end up bringing him up on RCW, which is going to be fun.
oh yeah.
And here's here's the bigger question though. Who was like the biggest inspiration for, and these are for you two, like, who was your biggest inspiration as a heel?
For us,
Jay White.
Yeah.
mine was Bray Wyatt and Karrion
If you look,
Cross. Well, the Fiend and Karrion Cross.
Ah. And for you, Oos?
probably a mix between Jay White, 09 Orton,
Nice.
and then probably like a really surprising one was fucking what's his name? I can't remember his name. David Finlay.
Oh, nice.
Did you say Finley?
Yeah, David Finlay. Good old David Finlay.
Not too bad. So when it came up for your attires, what characters inspired your attire? Was it from actual superstars or video games?
Some of them were like from like superstars. Some were like from like Mortal Kombat and all that. And like it was like a whole mixture.
That makes sense. I do like the new attire. It kind of brings like the Scorpion vibe, and Scorpion's actually my main on Mortal Kombat 11.
Well, I mean, if you scroll back on my Instagram a bit, you can see like the very first inspired gear I did. And that was Phantom of the Opera. Because why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still get asked about that attire, and if I'm using it one day, I'm like,
Here's another one though. Do you think that your call career right now, do you think that you've done what you're able to do, or do you still think that you need to make more of a statement every more times before any a point of your career to start retiring?
well, I mean, I'm happy on what I've done, and like anything else is just like adding on to it. Because like I've achieved what I want to achieve, and that was like put like as you know like Polynesian creators like on the map. Like that was my mission. In all honesty, it was to like put the Polynesian creators and like everyone from like Fiji, Samoa, New Zealand, and like just all those places like on the map. just to let everyone know, like, hey, we exist, we can make cool shit. And what I've done at the moment, I'm really happy with it.
Do you and do you think that the HWA company that now you're running officially, like your own company now, do you think it will push off the edge the way you're hoping it to be?
In all honesty, I can't even answer that one. We just kind of have to wait and see. Because I mean, hell, I still got like one like Bloodfest in London is gonna be the first pay per view where like I'm fully booked by myself. But what I've done with HWA so far, I'm happy of because I was able to get out episode 3, and I was able to get out like the first episode of Insanity. Like, I'm happy on how both of them came out.
And plus when you do your editing, the funny thing is I never expected to hear or like the full like you're going in there in the ring with the championship, and then later you're given like the first announcement of Insanity, and I was like, shit, dude, this is fucking lit.
Because
Like I was looking at it and I was like, bro, the way that you speak at when you're making the announcement in there, I'm like, dude, you just blown the whole thing away.
yeah, because like I always knew I was going to turn HWA into like a kind of highlight reel show. So I was like, what can I do to like do that gap? And like, yes, of course, I'm going to add like a little bit more segments to build on stories. But I also want like a weekly fight. Well, and that's when the idea of HWA Insanity came along. And yeah, but I think my best promo work yet has been the announcement of Insanity. Like, that shit was cool. And I got AI generator to do the introduction for me. Never again. That was awful trying to figure out.
The one thing I like from that was like, first I'm gonna agree, you did really really fucking good with the announcement, and plus the way you came out with it was with the freaking suit, the white suit with a fucking shirt and the pants, and I was like, bro, this dude straight up looked like a businessman ready to crash the house down for this show.
Yeah. And that's what I like about being like, I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for it, but like being an active competitor and being the world champ and also being owner, is that there can be two sides of it. There can be the business side and the inside.
Exactly.
Because barely anyone in HWA has seen like the business side of Damien unless they're in the Discord server.
Mm-hmm.
Because all they know is that the in ring, like the aggressive, like will do anything to win. I mean, hell, I took my first loss on episode 3 via roll up, which surprisingly shocked everyone. And then, like, it's all like I can't put it into words.
Yeah, get him.
But what was like but when you asked someone about, like, have you asked people before, or were you able to just like try to do it on your own? Like, try to ask, like, when you started, did you have people give you advice on how to do it, or did you have to just learn on the way?
I just learned on the way. I mostly got my tips for the sound editing.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, what I'm trying to do with HWA is make it where like there's compelling stories that will drive the company forward. Because I mean, hell, like I have a pretty decent roster. It's just
Yeah.
none of them update this shit or tell me. But anyway,
But the one thing that gets me is like, because at first when I saw like the whole thing with like the company and then everything, and seeing how many people were getting into it, I was like, I don't think I would be one of the options as well. Because I know like we only know a little bit about each other with that. And I'm like, and we barely like know much about like in particular. So I was like, I don't know if he's gonna be like a because I saw like that you were already putting it up, and I was like, okay, then this makes sense. But I don't know if I'm gonna get in, so I was like, okay.
yeah. Because when I saw your name in the forms, I was like, yes. Because I was like honestly gonna like personally like message you about it.
Oh shit!
It's just I never got around doing it because these people like to drive me nuts.
I thought regardless, I was very freaking basic with the stuff that I was doing, thinking like I wasn't gonna push forward or not able to. But then seeing the extent of how far it's gotten, I was like, dude, I'm very fucking proud of what I got to. And also, like, knowing the fact, I was like, dude, if I do get into like one of these, because I've only seen a few companies that had the most decent run, but I was like, bro, this is gonna be one of the biggest moment knowing that I'm gonna be part of this company, which is the most fucking awesome shit.
Yeah.
I really hope this doesn't mean that you won't be my virtual girlfriend anymore. You know there's weird right, sir.
Do you have any questions, Blood?
I can't think of any at the moment.
Oh, buffering.
Other than if you want to fight me on WKW one time soon, maybe Bloodhound and Damian Blackwell could be a real rivalry.
Well, I mean, shit, I ain't got anything better to do.
I guess it's settled. Looks like Bloodhound's gonna have the biggest rivalry of his career since Wolfie Oxide and Ren Valdez.
Yep.
Jack Johnson wasn't really a challenge.
Well, he's gonna be the biggest rivalry you'll ever get, because in reality, I'm not a big rivalry yet. I'm not like your biggest rivalry yet. I'm barely getting into it. That's the one thing. Even though I'm like in a couple of moments finding out that I'm doing very to the point, like now I feel like I can honestly do a little more better to try to figure out what I can push through. But other than that, knowing that mostly Damien over here being the biggest man, like the biggest heel in call history, and also proving how much he can put within a year. I'm still gonna be shocked if you still do this within a couple years and you build up more momentum, which is gonna be one of the craziest things that you'll ever see.
I do say
That would be quite insane.
I do say you will. You, from what I've heard about you, you are one of the toughest son of a bitches in Caw at this point.
Well, I mean, I do have the tendency to kick out of shit that ain't even meant to be kicked out of.
Can't wait to see.
Because I mean, like, in all, like, what I'm trying to do is like just be that person that no one wants to face. Because I will somehow fucking kick their ass.
Oh, you got
Was there much of like a first impression that you wanted to give people, like a scare, or telling them like, nah, you're not gonna fuck with me, knowing that I'm gonna whoop your ass or whatever? Like, was it the first intention that you had for everybody when they first saw you?
Yes and no. It's weird because, like, in all honesty, when I first went to court, I was like terrified. I was like, hey, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'll just do it. Because, like, I still remember one of my now good buddies, like, the first time we ever met in ECW, he, like, fucking, we're doing something, and all of a sudden he just said, shut up, Roman Reigns, and knock off. I'm like, damn! I'm like, well, screw you. But I think that's what makes it so appealing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, you can, like, shit talk the hell out of somebody, then, like on screen, then, like, off screen, you two are, like the
Best
biggest,
friends and all
yeah,
that shit.
yeah, like, the most bestest of friends.
Nancy's having to block Darian Reigns off my account again because he's found me again and spamming me with bullshit, useless bullshit.
What
I
are and
can't get away from him.
you, like, if you're going into, oh well, go ahead, Blood. What were you saying?
So he's
Because I
so
know it's
annoying.
Darian again.
Yeah, he's like Kevin almost. He spams you with useless shit no one cares about. If I was in Bloodhound, if I was in character Bloodhound, I would be like, if this man keeps it up, I'm going to take him to the darkest pit of hell and whoop his ass till he's not recognizable no more.
Yeah.
don't say hi. Shit to be said. No robots up here right now. No robots.
Do you think
What?
you're gonna have more highlights in your career?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, hell, I'm already planning, like, probably a massive highlight when it comes to Bloodfest.
At this point, I think he's a human highlight right now. Any match he's in is a highlight.
Yep.
I have been literally quoted so many times. That ain't funny. Because, like, I say the most out of pocket shit during my promos.
Mhm.
And, like, for a good, like, month straight, people are just, like, fucking quoting that shit. And I'm like, can we stop quoting this shit? That was out of pocket.
The crazy thing is like the impact that you have now that you've given to people. Do you feel like you've actually accomplished to be noticed most of the time whenever you're in call?
Yeah. Because, like, when I joined Logofield, I can't remember which one now. But,
Mhm.
like, as soon as I joined, someone immediately started spamming their owner and saying he's here. I'm like, because I thought, like, someone else joined. But then I started tagging me. I'm like, oh, shit.
Are you still getting used to it when it's like that, or you're just
Oh,
now?
hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm still getting used to this shit. Cause,
Hey,
like,
but that's surprising. But that's surprising that you're 14 and you're doing something that would be like almost like a revolution in call, and it's shocking, which is one of the most craziest things that I've expected.
yeah.
like if I hear somebody else's name, like it's decent, but then if I hear your name, I'm like, nah, this is the band that definitely got something going on, and this dude can prove it. And due to your attires, due to the choices that you're making with like the hair and all that other stuff, and the way you show out, hell yeah, you're making like a huge ass difference.
Because, like, in all honesty, when I first joined Core, I didn't have any intentions of, like, how do I put this? I didn't have any intentions of being, like, relatively known. Because, like, I always thought, oh, yeah, I'll just be, like, May, like, second act or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just be in the background. But now that people are, like, recognizing me and my name, it's shocking.
Well, all I know is that that's going to build up very, very much more after everything. Like right now, seeing you right now, it's gonna be like you're still getting used to it until it starts to push forward more, and you keep boosting up the way you are in every single point of your career. You're gonna make it all the way to the top, and that's a guarantee.
Because, like, I'm one of those people that just don't give, like, two damns if I reach it to the top. Like, if I reach the top, I reach the top. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, as long as I had fun while doing it, that's all that matters to me.
Same here.
Because, like, yeah, I play, like, a brash, cocky, I don't care about you character on screen.
Mhm.
Off screen, in all honesty, I just want to be left alone. I'm very antisocial.
Who doesn't want to be left
So that's
alone
why
at most of the points of their career?
like having me on this podcast is like making me like, be okay, shit too
Sometimes
serious.
I think sometimes you just need a break from it.
Yeah, I fucking agree with that statement. Because, like, I haven't had a break ever since starting. I haven't slowed down one bit. Like,
have people even like have you shown people like what you're able to do when you're in general? Like have you shown like mostly like your friends, your family, or anybody in general?
I've shared like a few of my friends because like they're all into WWE and gaming and all that, and they're like, because they'll normally take the piss out of me, but then like immediately say, "Bro, you got something like going on here."
You still got no questions, blood?
He buffed me.
I
He
guess
buffering.
I could say, what was the most proudest achievement that you've had as a superstar in general in CAW? Number one proudest achievement. Unless that was asked earlier. Then in that case, I have no other questions.
I think you stumped me. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. I know. I think.
At one point, we should pretend that that you got stumped, and then the time Kenny asked a question, you're like, "No, you didn't stump me." Give him false hope. Well, no, he's probably watching now. I'm sorry. Not really. Cry about it.
Cry about it, man.
Anyways, you were saying?
Okay, I'm gonna cheat on this. I'm gonna do my top two. My first one is, of course, winning like my first world championship. Because I wasn't even meant to win the AXW World Championship, but I did. And my second achievement is probably getting signed with either the New Era or PWN. Because those two, because PWN I've watched for a while, and New Era Pro Wrestling was just like the peak of me being okay. That's it.
Well, I don't think I have any more questions now. So
I've
If we
stopped
have
them
to,
both.
if we
I
have
will
to,
win.
if we have to, we can end the live early and just talk a little bit more. I'm having fun at the moment.
yeah,
Somebody add
yeah,
Nick
if
in.
you want.
Somebody add Nick in here if y'all have him.
I don't have Nick in here.
Well, fuck. Ain't that just great?
Yeah.